Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Goals Galore. Welcome to another live watch along on the channel. Today we have Sunderland taking on Coventry at the Stadium of Light. This is it, it's the semi-final second leg of the playoffs. One team already in the final, awaiting what it is. It's Sheffield United, who broke a record last night for the biggest aggregate win in playoff history, winning 6-0 against Bristol City, awaiting for either Sunderland, who have never lost a playoff game at home, or Coventry, who were last time, when they were in the playoffs, they made it all the way to Wembley and lost on penalties. Going into this one, Sunderland lead 2-1 after winning dramatically late on away at the Coventry Building Society Arena, but they have it all to do here. However, a packed out Stadium of Light does not make that easy. Welcome in everyone, hopefully you're all well, and welcome to the live stream. Get your score predictions in. I can see Lurkwan, Scrinson, Jembo, Daniela and Geordie all in here so far, so be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Really enjoyed the live stream when we did it on Friday, so hopefully this one is just as good. We could get extra time penalties today, but Sunderland at home, they have a really good record and everything's lined up for them to go to Wembley. A quick look at the teams. Coventry, they need to respond, and Coventry have responded with making one change to the start 11. That took on Sunderland on Friday. It's Brandon Thomas-Asante who comes out of the 11 onto the bench, and Ephron Mason-Clark goes straight into the starting 11 for Coventry. As for Sunderland, it's the exact 11 that got the job done in the Midlands on Friday night. One change to the bench for them, as Jermaine Mundell is involved tonight. He is only on the bench though for Sunderland. This one's going to be an absolute cracker. Cannot wait for it. 10 minutes until kick-off. My score prediction is 1-0 Coventry and Sunderland to win on penalties. But in my prediction video, every Sunderland fan took that to heart. Well, a lot of them did anyway, and yeah, no one's happy basically in Sunderland about that prediction video, but oh well, it's only predictions, only a bit of fun. Let's get through some of the comments as well. Look on, hopefully well. I'm very well, thank you. Had a haircut this morning, revising all day. Now time for a little bit of a break. And what better way to chill out in the evening than for this? Can't even speak. Also be sure to vote in the live poll in the live chat as well. Who's going to Wembley, Sunderland or Coventry? Let me know. Scrinson, good evening as well. Jembo, good evening. Can't stay long. Predictions are Sunderland 2, Coventry 3, Pens 4-3 Coventry. That would be incredible, Jembo, which would end the streak of Sunderland's unbeaten home playoff record. Thank you very much for tuning in as always, Jembo. Really appreciate that. Daniela, hello, how are we doing? Good evening. Geordie, Hawaii the lads. He's got to get that in as we've got Hawaii the lads. The Sunderland way of saying it on screen, of course. May the better team win. I would go 1-1 full time in the second leg as a neutral. So Sunderland's going to qualify for Wembley 3-2. That would be incredible. In my prediction, as soon as I uploaded it, I thought there's going to be more goals in this, isn't there, than just the one. I really could see a goal fest. It's just how Sunderland set up, because Sunderland in the last leg dictated the play really. Although they weren't on the ball for most of it, their structure and their shape did a lot to Coventry. Made it really hard for Coventry to attack them, and on the break Sunderland were just superb. Wilson Isidore Mayenda on the score sheet. Hopefully the same for them this evening from a Sunderland point of view. Sunderland for me 2-1 win. They won 2-1 last time they were playing at home in the playoffs against Luton Town. That day Amad Diallo scored what is still one of the best playoff goals I think I've ever seen. Brody, welcome in. I'm back. Love that. We love that. Thank you very much for returning. Score prediction is 3-2 Coventry. That would force extra time. It could be a long evening tonight, people. It could be a long evening for this one. But I think it's going to be a great evening, whatever happens. Of course, we've got two fantastic sides. I want them both to be in the final. Only one can. I think Coventry overall are probably more ready for the Premier League. But Sunderland are the bigger club, and to see them play Newcastle next season, that rivalry is always fantastic. So I want both to happen. I really do want both to happen. Let's just have a quick look at the poll. How many people think who's going to win? So we've had 6 votes so far in the live chat. Keep on voting, people. It's 50-50. 50-50 so far. We cannot split the two sides. So as it stands, we're predicting a draw from the chat predictions. Also, if you're going to enjoy, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. It means the world to me. Keep the channel growing. Love the haircut. Thank you very much. Short back and sides and bit on top. The lighting's not helping at all. I need to work out what's going on with the other webcam. That wasn't working last time, so we're with the built-in webcam for this one. So picture maybe not on point, but we'll have to go for it. I want to get this stream done, and here we are for it. 10 people in already, and we're not even back off the ad break yet for the teams walking out. That's incredible. So be sure to get your thoughts in the chat, people. We are close to kick off here on this. What day even is it? Wednesday? Wednesday today, isn't it? Or Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday today. Tuesday night, under the lights, at the Stadium of Light. Interesting stuff. Newcastle v Sunderland is awesome. Yeah, I love the rivalry. Love it. Really got hyped up for it as a neutral last year in the FA Cup. Fantastic game. Brody supports Sunderland. Love that, mate. Love that. Massive team. Yeah, of course, Frank Lampard. Last time he was in the playoffs, his Derby team turned it around away at Leeds. So, could Frank Lampard be on to something special here of another turnaround, this time for Coventry City? I'm actually waiting for time where Derby again, regularly in Prem. Yes, it's a fantastic Derby, isn't it? Welcome in, Vamos. How's it going, mate? How's it going? We're ready here for the playoff semi-final second leg. Definitely a Sunderland win, says Scrinson. Wow. Well, the odds are in their favour. The odds are in their favour. And they raise the tifos here at Stadium of Light. That looks awesome. And once again, we go to another ad break. We can't complain. We can't complain. Who do I support? I'm a Swansea City fan. We do have some Swansea City merch flying around. Swan scarf, but I hide that when we're doing neutral streams like this one. So everyone don't think I'm just doing it for the fun of it. I really enjoy the Championship, football in general. Just think it's the best league in the world, especially the EFL. The leagues are incredible. I mean, National League South this year was one of my favourites to follow. I mean, we had, 7 teams separated by 3 points going into the final day. I was gutted for Torquay to miss out by, I think it was 2 goals in the end, and then they lost in the playoffs, which is gutting for them. But no, I just love football, and this is going to be a massive game. We usually at this time of year do League 1 and League 2 playoffs as well, but this year my exams, I've had to take the correct decision to do it. And while I would love to do the Sheffield United Bristol City game, the tie was all over, wasn't it? And last night was the same again, another 3-0 and breaking a record along the way, Sheffield United. Well, here we go then. The tifos, Sunderland fans in the crowd at the Stadium of Light are holding red and white cards above their heads to create this really cool picture at the Stadium of Light. It looks fantastic. I think it's over 45,000 tickets sold tonight for a Championship semi-final. That is insane. That is unreal. Decent team, that, to be honest. Love that, love that. Well, the teams and officials are in the tunnel. Here we go then. Dan Neil and Ben Sheaf leading their teams out. Both teams in the home kit for this one. And away they go. Out of the tunnel. The final home game at the Stadium of Light this season. The officials all in a highlighted yellow this evening. This is incredible. One thing you will have here today is that Sunderland, I absolutely love this. The game is finally back. They moved the advertising boards from the side of the pitch closer to the pitch to stop Milan Van Eek's long throw-in. I feel like that is absolutely brilliant. You don't see that much anymore. The small things that matter. The atmosphere here is incredible. This is a game you'd love to go to as a fan. They got the fire flames all around the ground. The roar from the crowd is magnificent. Here we go. Sunderland, they want Premier League football back. They're 2 games away. They've got to get the job done today. And then it'll be Sheffield United to conquer in the final. Or will Coventry and Frank Lampard turn it around once again? They've been in finals and semi-finals recently. They've had plenty of trips to Wembley. They would love to add another one. And another one which could be historic. Regis Lebris versus Frank Lampard. Sunderland stopped the awful record against Coventry last time out on Friday night. Since that point, it's Coventry in this fixture that have completely dominated. But Sunderland want to pull back that record. And today, they must stay undefeated to reach Wembley. As we say, in the team news, for Coventry City, it's one change to start 11 that lost on Friday night. It's Brandon Thomas-Asante who makes way for Mason Ephron-Clark on the left-hand side. As for Sunderland, it's the same 11 that took to the field against Coventry. On the bench, though, Romain Mundell is fit enough to be named amongst the substitutes this evening. Haji Wright starting up front in this one. He started on the wing against Sunderland on Friday night. Right then, here we go. It's what we've been waiting for. It's the tie of the playoffs. Bristol City versus Sheffield United was over far too quick. This one is still hanging in the balance. Cannot wait. The blue and white versus the red and white. Welcome in, Paul. How are we doing? If you make it to Wembley and work in there as a steward, wow. Well, what a game that would be. Steward at Wembley for a playoff final. Incredible. I think the cameraman's just been pushed out of the... one of the Sunderland players, I'm pretty sure, just pushed the cameraman out of the team talk. Welcome in, Paul. Hopefully everyone's well. Absolutely. If I have missed a comment, just put it in again that you want me to read it. Prediction is Coventry 2-1. A lot of people backing Coventry to get the job done here. Right then, let's get the timer ready. We are about to kick off here at the Stadium of Light. The final home game for Sunderland this season. They'll hope to end it off undefeated. Here we go then. We are away. A huge roar from the faithful here in the north at the Stadium of Light. Under the lights. Sunderland's get the game underway. Kicking from right to left in the first half. It's Coventry that needs the response straight away. I think we'll see quite a fast start to this game. The first 5 to 10 minutes, I feel like both sides have got to be up for it. Sunderland with the crowd number that they've got here, it's hard not to be up for a game like this. But Coventry, already trailing on aggregate and in the tie, they've got to go for it. So the first 10 minutes I anticipate a few early chances, a few big tackles, and then for it to sort of calm down. And offside straight away from the Coventry free kick, which is a bit of a waste. Grimes switching the play over from the free kick, and offside from that is really poor straight away. You know, you're a minute into the game and you're offside from a free kick. That's not convincing. Much prefer it if Sunderland won, says Vamos. Coventry are just Leeds 2.0 when it comes to buying ex-Swans players. That is very true. I was looking at this after I finished the stream on Friday. Grimes, Bidwell, Latabodier, Frank Lampard played for the Swans, of course. So, yeah, loads in there. Midfield battle straight away, and it's a long ball forward. I think that was Rodoni. And goes straight into the arms of Patterson. So, out of possession. Just trying to work it out so I don't misinform you. I think it's a 3-4-1-2 for Coventry out of possession, like it was on Friday night. But had you right this time, starting from the centre position as opposed to on the left, because Mason Clark now is on the left. We can't cope with teams who can spend 100 million on a team. That's why parachute payment should stop. I agree, Paul. I do agree. You know, I was really excited for the playoffs with Bristol City, but Sheffield United with the money, it's just an absolute joke, isn't it? Yeah, Coventry got loads of ex-Swans players, don't they? Regis the Blues, what a season he's had. I think if it wasn't for the end of season downfall, people would be talking a lot more highly of the job he's done at Sunderland. It's a fantastic achievement. Ben Wilson, the Coventry keeper, hits it long out to the left. De Silva keeps it going to Mason Efron Clark, and Troy Hume with a fantastic tackle to stop Mason Clark in his travels, and a huge roar from the home fans here. First big tackle of the game. Grimes on the left hand side. Over the top it goes. Ballard wins the initial ball, and Coventry have it back now with Sheaf. Something they were doing in the first leg is not being on the front foot, not running at the Sunderland defence. And now a turnover in possession. It's Sunderland's first attack of the game. It's a counter-attack on the far side of Roberts. He's dispossessed, and there were men in numbers committing forward there for Sunderland. Just too many touches of the ball there from Roberts, and he's caught out there. Well, a high energy start here as we anticipated. 2-1 Sunderland overall. 0-0 on the night so far. A lot of football to be played, and it's a Trey Hume throw-in on the far side. Manager is also an ex-Swans player. It is. Frank Lampard, I think he played only a handful of games on loan. But still, it counts, of course. 10 legends in here. Thank you all very much for your fantastic support. Get involved in the conversation in the chat. And if you do enjoy the content, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Well, Lampard looking smart this evening. In a black shirt. Regis the Breeze has still got his Sunderland coat on. Hugh, ball over the top, and Bobby Thomas is the last man to deny Wilson Isidore with a sniff at goal. Throw in Sunderland yet again. They're working their way up the pitch. And once again, if you have missed it, Sunderland brought the advertising boards on the side of the pitch closer to the pitch to stop Coventry's long throw-ins. Just the game is fully back. I'm behind that 100%. 09 into the centre, away by Bobby Thomas. He's had a eventful start to this game. Brody says I'm going to playoffs final at Wembley. So long as Sunderland make it. So long as Sunderland make it. Here's Neil. Across to the right. Hume. In it goes to the centre. Flicked on. Man at the back. Lefay over the bar it goes. And the first shot of the game goes Sunderland's way. But Enzo Lefay hits over. It's Milan van Ewek who slips on the turf here at the Stadium of Light, allowing Enzo Lefay that extra few seconds to get a shot away. Just can't get that on target. He's got under it, and it's flown into the stands at the Stadium of Light. First shot of the game. And Sunderland have started this one a lot more on the front foot. Against Coventry at the CBS just on Friday, they were sitting back trying to hit Coventry on the counter, but today they, in the first 5-6 minutes, they seem fearless. And once again, here they go. But Grimes has sniffed out the danger there and regains possession. How's your exams going, Tristan? Well, they actually start on Thursday. Thursday's the first one, but of course it's very in depth, so I've had to prepare accordingly for that one. But I feel like I think I'm ready now. I think I'm ready for it. One more day of revision tomorrow, then Thursday the exam, and then we go again revising for the next one. We've got 4 overall. They end on the 5th of June, so can't wait for that, and then I can get the rest of the content that I have planned for the channel out, which I'm excited for. So stay tuned. A lot of content coming your way as soon as the exams finish. Don't you worry about that. Throw in on the near side here for Coventry City. It's interesting to watch the movement of Matt Grimes and Ben Sheaf. Of course, they play similar roles. Grimes likes to drop a lot deeper though, a lot deeper. But I'd say Sheaf is more on the front foot. I had a Coventry fan I was talking to in the comments yesterday, I think it was. He said he wishes Jamie Allen was in for him. He's much more on the front foot. But I think Grimes is, I know from Swansea, he's always on the back foot, isn't he? Rarely goes forwards, but that's just my my view on it. But right now he's playing as a centre half, and over the top it goes, and it's too much on that ball for Hadji Wright to chase onto. Patterson collects, and quickly out it goes to Ballard. Now Trey Hume on the right hand side. Plays it into Mayenda, who slips as he receives, and Coventry once again in sky blue have possession. Welcome in, Luke on. How are we doing, mate? 8 foot gap between the line and the advertising board, I think. Wow. Thank you, Paul. Really appreciate that, mate. Now back on it, Grimes wasn't really that good for us. I think he suited the systems. I think he was a fantastic player, but I think he overdid it. And as soon as he was the captain, he just demanded the ball, didn't he? And tried to just overplay it. It suited Russell's system. It suited Luke Williams' system, because they wanted that player to come deep and then drive forward with the ball. But he just didn't do it enough going forward for me. But I think he's still a fantastic footballer, nevertheless. Here's Grimes once again, the centre of defence. Liam Kitchen now getting involved. Over the halfway line they go. De Silva. He's inverted there. De Silva. And it goes to Sheaf. On the turn out to De Silva now in a wing back role. To Rodoni. They're working this really well. Mason Clark. To the byline he goes. Cuts it back into the box it goes. Away by 09. Headed back in, and that's too powerful from Bobby Thomas, and out it goes for a Sunderland goal kick. Coventry putting the pressure on. Good play. They're just trying to force it here. In the first leg we saw a lot of patient build up. And of course their goal comes from Sunderland just not being ready after scoring their goal. And quite direct, Sunderland from the kick-off. Get the ball into the box and a goal from it. It's just getting that balance right between how direct you go and how much you build up the play. But Efron Mason Clark, of course, was fantastic at Peterborough. I think he was brought in last January, wasn't he? Played the remainder of the season on loan at Posh. And then this season he's been at Coventry. He's struggled a little bit with his injuries, but I think he's going to be... I think he's going to have a great career. I think. Too slow and just... yeah, I agree. Sometimes it's just needless, isn't it? It's just for the stat count. Just see how many stats, see how many passes Grimes can rack up in a game. Big Grimes just whacks one from 40 yards, says Luke on. I do want to know, who would people prefer to see in the Premier League? Would you prefer Coventry or Sunderland in the top flight? Goal kick from Patterson there. Zidane looks like a serious player, to be fair. Yeah, Swansea signing. First signing. Vamos, you got me confused there. First bucking of the game goes to Wilson Isidore. It's a clear dive. Well done to the referee for spotting that one. Yeah, it's... I think that's Bobby Thomas coming close to him, and Isidore just throws himself to the floor. Reminds me that of Micah Richards' dive for Villa versus, was it Stoke? That's clear dive there, and Isidore penalised for that one. Welcome in, Kieran. How are we doing? Here we go. Mayenda going forward into the box here for Sunderland. Mayenda stopped in his tracks, and he's probably one of the best players with a ball at his feet in the Championship this season. Elijah Mayenda. I couldn't believe how young he was. I thought he was at least 23, 24, but he's only 20 or 21, isn't he? He's just fantastic potential on that lad. No fear to take on players. That goal against Bristol City just demonstrates how good he really is on the ball. No one's taking it off him when he has it, unless it's a strong tackle. As long as it isn't that other lot, says Luke on. Yeah, Sheffield United back in the Prem would be quite boring, wasn't it? To see Burnley and Sheffield United come back up. Leeds, who should have come up last year, would be quite boring, wouldn't it? The only exciting bit for the Premier League next season, we can probably say that Burnley are going to come back down. But Leeds plan to spend 100 million. Now this is what Fulham did a few times, and then it eventually paid off for them, didn't it? And they've stayed in the Prem ever since. Sunderland. Not the time now for the stream to be lagging, we'll admit. Sunderland, they deserve it because their stadium is big and it's always packed. That is true. Support from Sunderland is one of, if not the best in the league. I think you'd probably say Leeds is up there with them, and not many others, to be honest. It's top notch. Mendo's a proper talent. He is. He's fantastic, isn't he? Really good. Well, Sunderland fans with smiles on their faces in the crowd at the moment. Hopefully they last. Here we go. Throw in for Sunderland. High up the pitch, and it's not come to much, although it's still in a dangerous area. Away it goes there. I need to remember to turn notifications off. Don't worry, nothing's happened in the game, but I don't want anything to spoil it, so we've got to turn the notifications off here for the game. Sunderland coming forward, and Sakamoto's back on the defensive duties there to regain possession for the Sky Blues, so now they'll try and build it up. Here's Grimes. As always, if you're enjoying, please be sure to stick around on the channel. Loads of content coming your way after the exam, so be sure to click the notification bell as soon as you've subscribed, and hopefully you all enjoy the community we're trying to build here on Goals Galore. Football fans of any club, welcome here, and if you love football, place for you, that's for sure. Look says he's rather Sunderland or Coventry in the Premier League. Yeah, I think that's fair. It's just something new, isn't it? I think Coventry, I think they really do deserve it, don't they? I think they're better equipped than Sunderland to go up to the Prem, but at the same time, Sunderland, they're going to spend money. They're a massive club, and to even think of them, 10 years ago, dropping down to League One and staying in the Championship is just wild. So they definitely should be a top flight club in English football, shouldn't they? Who's got probably will come back down again. Would love Man United to get relegated. Man United and Spurs this season finishing 16th and 17th as it would stand. That's not getting enough media attention. The media are all over them when they're top six, but when they're 16th and 17th, where's the media coverage? Absolutely comical that Wolves, who were, weren't they bottom of the table for a few weeks this season? I wouldn't know, because Premier League's getting really, really boring these days. I watch a few games, but nowhere near as many as I do in the EFL. It's just much more entertaining. But it's just embarrassing for Spurs and Man United, isn't it? Incredible. Who's looking the better team right now? Definitely Sunderland. Coventry, when they go forward, they're just trying to force it. In the build-up, they're in their own half, they're being patient, and as soon as they get over the halfway line, they're rushing it. Long balls over the top, and it's frustrating to watch at times, It seems like the occasion's getting to Coventry. They know they need to score, so they're just trying to force it. Sunderland at the moment have really come out the blocks. Just a lot more brave than they were at the start of the first leg. They're willing to get into the face of the Coventry players and actually give them a game. Last time they were, for the first half anyway, I thought they were just a few, they were off it, and luckily they didn't get punished for it. Like here, Coventry on the ball inside the Sunderland half. Slow build up. I guarantee you this will end from a long ball over the top and going out for a goal kick. Here's Grimes. Cross to Thomas. Now here's the right back Milan. With that horrible mistake in the last game. Grimes once again. Back it goes. Playing a few 1-2s with Thomas. Long ball forward to Ephron Mason-Clark, as I called. And the ball gets cut out of play. Maybe not the goal kick part, but once again, Coventry lost possession. But they have regained it. Sunderland not able to keep control that time. Out to the left-hand side. It's Ephron Mason-Clark. Going a long way round. Shot into the gloves of Anthony Patterson. It's the first shot on target of the game for Coventry. A powerful effort. But straight into the gloves. But that's what he can do. A player of his calibre. I think he scored the first goal of the Frank Lampard era at Coventry. And that would have been a crucial one there. But he's just got that spark, hasn't he? Welcome in, Flex. I don't want to get this wrong, I can't see. Flex Trave. You're new to this league. I'm an Arsenal fan and I'm wondering who you support. Welcome in, mate, first and foremost. You've joined the right place. I'm a Swansea City fan, but I think the EFL is the greatest leagues in the world. Even beyond that, with the National League and National League North and South, is just unreal. I was saying it earlier on in the stream that National League South this year, the top 7 were separated by 3 points going into the final day. I mean, that you don't get that in the Premier, do you? It's just fantastic. Now, in this one, playoffs, of course, Coventry, Sunderland. As an Arsenal fan, let us know, who would you like to see come up to the Premier League? And thank you very much for joining as well. Great to have you in here. What happens if you win today? If Sunderland win, they're to the final. If Coventry win by 1 goal, it'll go to extra time and penalties. If Coventry win by 2 goals, then they'll go to Wembley, basically. One more shot. Just need this game to roughen up a bit, says Luke. I'm sure it will. You know, both are trying to calm it down a little bit, but still produce. But as soon as we get to around the 65th, 70th minute, just like in the first leg, we'll see it heat up again, I reckon. Especially if it's level. Well, maybe not level. Especially if it's one side trailing. Ball in for the Coventry corner there. First of the game. It's the first man. Poor delivery, but out it goes once again. Into the box. All the way through to the back post. Brought down really well there. Sakamoto's in support, but it's not being used, and Rodoni in the end gives up play way too easy there. I don't know what he's trying to do, Rodoni. Rodoni there, he's been fantastic for Coventry this season, one of their best players, and he's trying to do too much there against Dennis Sirkin, who's one of the best fullbacks in the league. And in the end, Rodoni tries to take him on the outside, and Sirkin's got him in his pocket there all day long. Would love to see Sunderland in the Prem. Yeah, Sunderland, massive, aren't they? They're massive. Must be very delayed on that stream. Alright, luckily I haven't been reading the chat up to date then. Please don't spoil it in the chat. Sunderland trying to get the ball out to the left hand side. They've got lucky there with deflection. Long ball over the top, and it's out of play for a Coventry throw in here. I thought it would be Cov going at win with lots of shots. Sunderland is doing better, right? So far, yes, Sunderland have been more impressive, but in the last 2-3 minutes, Coventry have had a shot on target, their first of the game, and a corner, also their first of the game, and they're looking to even this one out so far now. Sunderland definitely started the game better, but Sunderland growing into it. Coventry growing into it, sorry. 20.5 minutes played here. What a goal. Just kidding. Yeah, please please no goal spoilers here. Would really spoil it, but we'll let you off that time, Brody. Jude's brother is here, right? Yes, at Sunderland, Job Bellingham, one of the hottest properties But the price tag being flown around with his name is, I think, a bit wild. He's a fantastic footballer, don't get me wrong, but I think Job is being a bit overrated because of his name. He's one of the best in this division so far this season. Well, the season's almost at the end, but he's been fantastic. But I think he's not as good as people are saying. Oh, Mayenda! He's going to go all the way here! Mayenda! Wide. And goal kick it ends up as... Was he given to Arsenal? But I think Sunderland will go to Wembley, says Kieran. Interesting stuff. Well, they're in the lead at the moment. Definitely, you'd say the favourites. He needs the Premier League. Yeah, it's a bit like Trent, isn't it? Switching the Prem now that he's done everything in the Prem. And in English football, he's trying to switch in now for La Liga. I think Jude, in a few years, will probably leave Real Madrid when he's had enough of winning all the Champions Leagues. Not this year though. In fact, our shortlist for the summer revealed. Interesting look on. Any big names on there? Any Championship or EFL players in there? There's interest from Palace, Forest and Man United. I can see him going to Palace. Palace just pick up EFL hot prospects, don't they? Rumour says set to be sacked by Hull City if any Championship teams need a manager. Crazy. Hull at the end of every season just sack their managers. Nice bro, good streamer. Thanks for greeting me so well. No worries, mate. No worries. We're all here to enjoy the beautiful game. And more the merrier, you know. We like to grow the community, and everyone here is so friendly, so more than welcome. Aled, welcome in, mate. You Sunderland tonight? Well, I've got to stay neutral, Aled, but if I had to sway one way, I'm split. I'm split two ways. I'd like the entertainment for a Coventry. I always love a good penalty shootout. Who doesn't? Unless you're involved. But Sunderland, I would say I'm swaying more towards. If I'm honest, I just think it's their time. I think way too big for the Championship. Such a great fan base. I think it's time for them to be back in the Prem. So I'd say slightly, I'm about 60-40 Sunderland. The 40 for Coventry because I feel like they're more prepared for the Premier League with the squad they've got and the structure they've got there at the club. And I'd like to see a bit of drama tonight with Coventry getting the first goal. That would spark chaos. But I'd say Sunderland overall. Coventry at the back with it, messing around with it. Ooh, De Silva there with a short back pass to his centre half pairing, and Thomas, defensive partner, should I say? I won't say back pairing. Underrated. Good striker. Where are we up to? Liam Delap, Mateus Fernandez. Mateus Fernandez is some player, let me tell you that. What's McCarthy? Ooh, interesting. Still think it's crazy that we don't have a striker and we scored a lot of goals. Yeah, Arsenal. I mean, that is the missing piece of the puzzle. Zubimendi meant to join soon, though, isn't he? 9% of fans want Sellers to stay, but it's our crazy owner who should be the one going. Yep. Mental. I still can't believe you let Rossinha go at the end of last season. Mental stuff. I hope you have to get someone at Mienda. I think Mienda, in about 3 years, will be firing. I think Isidore is very underrated as well. I love Wilson Isidore. What a player. Here's Coventry on the ball right now. Sakamoto, twisting and turning. Finds Grimes now. Sheaf, little bounce pass. Out it goes to Milan, the right back, and wins a throw in for his side. Enzo Lafay there on defensive duties. That'll be a big fee Sunderland have to pay if they get to the Premier League. I'm not too sure entirely on the terms in the contract from the loan deal from AS Roma, but I do believe that if Sunderland get to the Premier League, they have a clause to trigger to make the deal permanent. Now, a big name, big price tag, But dare I say, it hasn't quite lived up to that price tag in the Championship. Although he's only been on loan since mid-January, isn't it? So a lot of factors to contemplate there. Depending on market value, is 10 mil to 40 mil. He's not worth the latter of them, Brody, in my opinion. Of course, everyone's different, but he's only worth as much as the highest bidder, isn't he? But yeah, and there is the United goalkeeper, who is, yes. Thank you everyone for tuning in though. Really appreciate the support so far. Great stream. Really enjoy it when it's like this. The chat flowing, everyone getting involved. Watching a fantastic game as well. Still 0-0 on the night. 2-1 overall. Coventry on the attack. Trying to find that equaliser and go ahead on the night. They win a throw in right in the corner. Sunderland are interesting by Inder. Anthony Patterson, I see every transfer window. The Sunderland goalkeeper getting linked away. He's some player. Reminds me a lot of Pickford, who come through at Sunderland, of course. Sunderland have got a record for the keepers coming through there, haven't they? Here's Milan for the long throw. First time we've seen the advertising boards play their part. Long throw. Reaches the box. Milan finds Sheaf now. Into the box it goes. Blocked. And now Sunderland, led by Isidore, on the counter. Intercepted. Coventry in a good position now. De Silva falls backwards there. That's the ball. You don't want to be going back there. Ephraim Mason-Clark. Still Coventry with numbers forwards here. De Silva, in it goes. And away for a Coventry corner. Away by Dan Ballard. Corner ball, Coventry. They're starting to mount the pressure on here. Patterson still haunted by Gelhardt's corner. Here we go then, Grimes. Matt Grimes on set pieces in 2025 is criminal. In it goes. Watch him go score from there. Sakamoto drags it wide of the near post. He brought it down really well there, Sakamoto. Yeah, he's just rushed the shot though. You don't blame him. He's got a red and white shirt pouncing on him. He's got to get the shot away. Just not on target there. Coventry really growing into the game here. First 10-15 minutes was all Sunderland really. And since that point, Coventry have just slightly, bit by bit, been growing into the game here. As always, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts on the game if you're watching at home. And let us know your thoughts on these great clubs in the chat. Any questions, get them in as well. As Sunderland enter the box, pull through, what an interception from Liam Kitchen to deny Isidore getting on the end of a ball. Free kick there for Coventry. Rodoni on the right hand side. Cuts back. Coventry trying to build up here. Grimes finds Sheaf. Oh, risky ball, but he finds Kitchen on the left hand side of the fence. Long ball over the top it goes, and De Silva there, he's got to be controlling that. Tri-Hume easily allowed to get the ball forward, and Sunderland working it in the tight positions really well there. Gifting possession away too easy, and once again, end-to-end game. Coventry go forward again to the byline. In the box it goes. Ballard gets that one away. I tell you what, Ballard and Bobby Thomas have been having really good games so far. And the referee gives a free kick and a yellow card. Free kick the way of Coventry. Yellow card the way of Patrick Roberts. It's on the left hand side, left corner of the box. Left corner of the box. Ben Sheaf with the yellow boots. The man fouled. Roberts penalised, and he'll now go into a two-man wall with Enzo Lafay. Is this Coventry's time? Matt Grimes and Sheaf stand over this one. I would probably prefer Sheaf's right foot to invite a runner onto it this one. Sunderland hold their line between the 6-yard box and the penalty spot. It's going to be Grimes to deliver to the back post. Keeper misses it. Coventry still in the box. Sakamoto. And it goes to the back post. Kept alive. Surely. Oh my word. Sunderland get away with it. Coventry knocking on the door here. Last ditch defending from the Black Cats there. And Coventry ramping up the pressure here. But the ref stops play. Patrick Robert is on the deck with his holding his face. And yet again another yellow card given. The referee who's dressed like a yellow card this evening, handing out plenty. Yeah, Patterson there, he's caught in no man's land and it's kept alive really well by Thomas. And it's the acrobatics. Can't get there quick enough and he ends up missing the ball, allowing Sunderland to clear. This game really is starting to heat up a bit. Who's getting bucked there then? It's off the ball tackle. There's no need to push Roberts like that. It's Bobby Thomas with the yellow card there. Really unnecessary, really silly one. So Roberts, Isidore, Sheaf and Thomas, the men in the box so far. The player of the season for Championship is Trafford. 15 goals conceded and 13 conceded, I think. Yeah, he's not conceded many, is he? Not conceded many. I don't think we'll ever see James Trafford in the Championship again. His future is in the top flight of the divisions. Probably Premier League for a few years. I've seen United are interested in him. Although he's a Man City Academy graduate, isn't he? So that one will be very interesting. I think he's a very good goalkeeper, but he's still got another year or two to develop, hasn't he? To really become a top keeper. I think he's definitely got the potential to be England's number one soon in the future. Here's Kitchen. Goes back to Ben Wilson, who's almost at the halfway line here for Coventry, the Coventry keeper. Thomas to Milan Van Ewijk. I can't pronounce his name. Cannot pronounce it. Wilson. Oh, wins the ball. Works out in the end, and Sheaf now able to go forward. Long ball over the top. Chasing is Sakamoto. He wins the second ball. Goes out for throwing instead. Sounds a really good game. It's end to end. It's end to end. Referees are yellow card happy at the moment, Daniela. Hopefully you enjoyed your trip to Oxford as well. As Paul mentions, just as I say that. We've all got Oxford on our minds. Mayenda gets away from the tackle. Players arriving in the centre. Mayenda trying to go alone. And Josh Da Silva just about able to win the ball back. Hadji Wright in a battle with Ballard. Ballard comes out on top. Joe Bellingham, he's caught in possession. And now Hadji Wright's released on the right hand side for Coventry. He will hold up the play. Milan. Right, ball into the centre, it's gone all the way through. Huge chance for Coventry. In it goes. Oh my word, over the bar. Will that happen in slow motion? Hadji Wright, usually the man you want in the centre, but he's turned provider on this occasion. On the right hand side, ball goes all the way through. No one gets a touch on it to the back post. Rodoni puts it back into the centre. And who's this that hits it over the bar? Has to get out on target. It's Sakamoto. It's a difficult one. He's off balance. It's behind him. But that's a huge chance. To get the ball in that area and have a free shot is a huge opportunity. And one Coventry might end up regretting. They're on top now. Coventry are on top. Quick look at the live poll. Sunderland win has 57%. The Coventry win has 43% on it. So Be sure to keep on voting. It's very close. 36 minutes played in this one. What a first half it's been. Much like the first leg, I can't believe how Coventry haven't scored now. But Sunderland have been a lot more competitive in this first half than they were in the first half of the first leg. Much more competitive, has to be said. We'll have a look at the stats at half time as always, people, so be sure to stick along. Brody says this game makes no sense. Hopefully that's not because of my commentary. If it is, let me know and I'll do my best to make it clearer. Premier kicks off at half time on the way to change rooms, says Luke on. Luke on loves a bit of drama. Here's Dan Neil charging forward. Skipping past the sky blue shirts. Isidore to Neil. Dan Neil, past too many, trying to force it. And now the sky blues can hit Sunderland on the counter. It's Radoni. He's got Mason Clark on the left. He uses him. Hadji Wright's in the centre. Sunderland have men back. Efron Clark to Radoni. And his touch is poor. Coventry fullbacks are tiny, yes. De Silva and Milan Van Ewek are rather small, aren't they? Roberts. It's end to end this game. Mayenda on the right. In the box he goes. Mayenda! Shot blocked. And Coventry once again able to hit Sunderland on the counter. What a game this is. But Milan Van Ewek this time decides not to go full throttle at the red and white shirts and to actually manage the game a little bit here. 100 miles an hour the last 2 minutes this one. Here's Matt Grimes. Boos from the Sunderland fans as Coventry are on the ball. Sakamoto now. Cuts inside on the left. Ball towards the back post. It's a good one. Mason Clark over the bar. Patterson come for the ball. Radoni was contesting it. And he poked it over. Frank Lampard on the side of the pitch. Applauding that move. That was really good. Sakamoto cutting inside. Sirkin couldn't get close enough to him. All ends on a fee. Mason Clark at the back post. Nodding it down and Radoni just off balance, trying to get his foot in there first, ahead of the keeper. Tristan good at saying funny names. Here's I love that, Brody, love that. Got the fouls bet on tonight, gotta pray it comes through. Love that, look on, love that, mate. Well, concern here for Sunderland, and Sunderland's number one, Anthony Patterson, who's got the physios on, bit of treatment. Radoni's foot was quite high there, but both players going for the ball. It's a chance for both managers in the meantime to call across their players and try and find a way through in the final few minutes. Sunderland's backup keeper is warming up here. Can't remember his name. Is it Simon Moore? Simon Moore, I'm pretty sure it is. It's definitely Moore. I don't know if it's Simon though. It is Simon Moore, the former Coventry goalkeeper. I thought it was. Wow, can you imagine that? Against his former club. He's a little under the weather. Best wishes to Saul, Daniela. Best wishes to Saul. So if he's injured, Sunderland are cucked, says Brody. Well, it doesn't seem to be the case. Patterson is back on his feet. And an ovation from the fans here at Steamer Light. Final 5 of the first 45 of the second leg. We're 3/4 through the tie. Almost. Patterson for this goal kick. Taking his time about it though, isn't he? My word. Here's the Silver. Finds Sheaf. Sheaf nudged off the ball at the second attempt, and now Sunderland have got men forward. Lafay. In it goes. Oh, just not the right position. It'll come back to him though on the left hand side. Enzo Lafay takes on Milan, and it appeared that he dribbled it out, but the ref said Milan got a touch on it. So over comes Dennis Sirkin, who will take this throw in. Coventry on the back foot here. Sunderland in a good position and win another consecutive throw in. 2 minutes added on, 3 minutes, 10 minutes is they're gone. I'll put my bet at 2 minutes for the added on time at the end of the first half. Throw in there. Lovely dummy by Enzo Lafay. And has that gone out for a goal kick? It has. Just about. Lafay staying down, but he's off the pitch. Sunderland fans aren't happy. Straight away the ball down the other end. Coventry throwing this time. Bobby Thomas on a yellow card. Inside it goes. Oh, a slip there from De Silva, and it's just the slips at the moment that are costing Coventry too much on the slow build up. Here's Bobby Thomas on the right, charging forward. Finds Sakamoto on this near touch line to Milan, cuts it back, and away it goes by Sunderland. Isidore finds Mayenda, and now Isidore will charge away. Mayenda still on the ball. His pass to Mayenda hasn't got enough on it to reach him. And once again, we're back at the other end with Sheaf carrying the ball forward. Finds Radoni. Radoni gets clattered into, and correctly so. That is a free kick to Coventry. 45 minutes on. Welcome in, Alex. How you doing, mate? How are we doing? Long time no see. Hopefully you're taking care, mate. Coventry corner to end off the half here. Final 30 seconds before we find out how much injury time is left to play of this first half. 2-1 on aggregate to Sunderland, 0-0 on the night. There's definitely a lot more drama to go in this tie. Could it come before half time? Grimes to take, an in-swinger from the right, left-footed. Grimes, in it goes. Good ball to the back post. Heads go up. Poor control by De Silva. He allows Van Ewijk to collect instead. Now Sakamoto floats one in towards the back post. Away by a red and white shirt once again. De Silva will collect and recycle. Back it goes. Milan on the left hand side this time. Finds De Silva. Left footed cross into the box. Free header over the bar. Headed into the ground by Radoni. Well, it was a header he scored in the first leg to level the tie up, but he's headed that one straight into the ground, and it's bounced over Patterson's goal. 3 minutes added on to the end of the first half, so well done if you said 3 minutes added on. I think, who was that? I don't want to guess, I'm not too sure. But 3 minutes added on here. Radoni trying to guide that one in, but he's, as I say, just headed it straight into the floor, and it's bounced over. How are we doing? Awesome. Right then, 2 minutes left of the added on time. Advantage given away Sunderland here. So they go back into their own half. Ballard finds Hume. Hume. Away forward it goes, and one back now by the Sky Blues. One more attack before half time for Coventry. On the left hand side with Rodoni. Finds Mason Clark. And that's got to be a foul. He's given it against Mason Clark. He said he's dived there. Well, the second dive of the half. First one was Isidore. This one's Mason Clark. Let's see if he did dive. Yeah, that's a dive. I mean, there is contact, but it's Mason Clark on Roberts, who's trying to come back there. Let's not forget there's quite a few yellow cards that have been handed out, so second half could be very tasty. Could be a few players missing the final, whichever side makes it. As it stands, it will be the Black Cats that make the final. But there are only 3 quarters left. 1 quarter of the tie. I'm American friendly. 1 quarter of the tie left to play. Of course, America, they always do it in quarters. Don't know how. But, yeah, it's the way they do it. Jembo's back, just on his maths homework. Love that, mate. Love that. It was bingo for Daniela. Well done. Well done. Take care, Alex, mate. Thanks for popping in. Really do appreciate it, mate. As always, everyone, if you are enjoying the stream, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let's go for an aim of 20 likes in the stream if we can. Let's push up towards 20. And that is it for the first half here. At the Stadium of Light, on the night, Sunderland 0, Coventry 0. As it stands, Sunderland are going to Wembley for an all red and white final with Sheffield United. Half time, not many big chances in the first half. The best for Sunderland fall into Enzo Lafay, I'd have to say, the best chance for Sunderland. Just got under the ball, took advantage of Milan Van Ewijk and his early slip. Best chance for Coventry though, well, there's been a few. That Ephron Mason Clark shot straight into the gloves, that's a really nice bit of work from Mason Clark. Probably not their best chance. Rodoni catching Patterson just 5 minutes ago. That was a half chance, but the best chance probably falls to Sakamoto. 6 yards out, but the ball into him just falls just behind him. Unable to get a clean connection on the ball and ends up putting it over the bar. Half time in this one, and we are goalless, just like we were in the first leg. But as I say, around the 65th minute, I think this one will really heat up, just like it did in the first leg. And I said that at this point in the first leg stream. Right then, let's have a look at the stats at half time. Coventry and Sunderland fans, let me know in the chat especially how your nerves are. I remember Swans with their playoffs. Brentford, of course, over the semi-finals. That wasn't fun. I didn't stream any of that. That was before I started doing watch-alongs. But then the second year against Barnsley, the first leg I was able to live stream. That was limbs because we won 1-0. And the second leg, I wanted to do a live stream for it, but we were on holiday and we didn't get back in time for that. So I ended up watching it in the pub. We left for the final 10 minutes to go, hoping that I could get back to do a watch along for the last few minutes, and traffic was a pain. And then the nerves in the car, I tell you what, the nerves in the car, hoping Barnsley don't score to take it to extra time penalties, were immense. But in the end, we made it through. But my word, the playoffs are like no other. The stress that comes along with them is not fun. And of course, losing in the final, yeah, still recovering from that really. That was one of the worst pains you can feel as a football fan, losing in the final. Just, yeah. Our playoffs were a horrible watch. Penalties against Sheffield United, wasn't it? Penalties against Sheffield United. Good job, they haven't got Oliver Langford. He would have sent someone off by now. Welcome in, Honeygun. How are you doing? First half, that was Isidore had a great Tom Daly impression a few times. Yes, that's right. The Isidore dive reminded me of the Michael Richards Aston Villa dive against Stoke City. That's all I can think of. Rent free. Right then, let's have a look then on the first half in numbers. So, According to FootMob, these are the highest rated players from the first half. So for Sunderland, we've got right back Trey Hume, who is having a really good game, but someone who's got a less rating than him so far, but I think is having a better game, is Dan Ballard. He's been a rock at the back for Sunderland so far. Everything that comes his way, he's getting rid of really well. I think Trey Hume's having a good game, but I would say Ballard's having a better game than him, in my opinion. But this is what we love about football. Very subjective, a lot to debate over. Dennis Sirkin, rated as a 6.2. I think he's having a very good game, Dennis Sirkin. He's done really well to defend the likes of Malan, Ewick and Sakamoto on that right hand side for Coventry, left hand side for Sunderland. I think he's been doing really well. Yellow cards for Sunderland, as we say, Roberts and Isidore bucked in that first half, so they're going to have to be careful into the second. As for Coventry, highest rated players, well, they've got quite a few players in the green. De Silva's a 7.1 in the green, Grimes is a 7.3, they're highest rated for Coventry from that first half. Ben Sheaf is a 7.1, Sakamoto also a 7.1. For me, best player in that first half, Grimes will get it because of the passes he's made. But once again, I'm going to go for a fullback. I'm going to go for a centre half. Too much revision today. Just really have to really think of what I'm going to say. I didn't there. It usually rolls off the tongue. I'm going to go for a centre half in Bobby Thomas. He's been really, really solid. He is on a yellow card now. Really silly yellow card to pick up in pushing Patrick Roberts. I think it was like 10 minutes before the half-time whistle went. Really silly one. Really avoidable. And it, if he ends up getting sent off, it's really silly first yellow card to get. Ben Sheaf also in the buck for Coventry, but definitely the best defensive player on the pitch for Coventry is Thomas for me. Going forward, the best player, I'd have to say Mason Clark for me. I know Sakamoto's got a few crosses in, Rodoni's trying to be energetic and active, but Mason Clark just gives you that bit of creativity that no one else has shown so far. Haji Wright has been far too quiet. The only time I can remember him in the final third being active is that cross into the box, and you want Haji Wright in the box, attacking the ball as a striker. Onto the bench then. I've said we're going to have a look at the stats, we still haven't. So much like the first leg at half time, Coventry have majority of possession. In the first leg they had 75% possession at this point. This time they got 65% possession. I did say Coventry look good, like they did in the first leg for the first half, but Sunderland have been a lot more braver, able to get in the face of the Coventry players and really, put them on the back foot and run at them, which they didn't do up to this point in the first leg. Expected goals, I'm not a big fan of this stat, but so far Sunderland have been expected 0.19 goals. Coventry XG is 0.91, so significantly higher. Shots, Sunderland have had 4 shots, 1 on target, no big chances created. As for Coventry, 6 shots, 1 on target, 1 big chance created and 1 big chance missed. So that's going to be the highest XG one. That'll be the Bobby Thomas header, I presume. Over 100 more accurate passes for Coventry, 194. Coventry, Sunderland 90 accurate passes. 1 offside for Coventry, 3 corners for Coventry. Sunderland haven't had a single corner kick this half. If we look onto the bench, if I was manager, which obviously I'm not, but we live in a what if world right now for the next few minutes. If I was the manager of Sunderland, of course you've already got the lead, so who are you bringing on? If you had to make a change at the break, you got the likes of Chris Mepham on the bench on loan from Bournemouth, solid player. Chris Rigg on there. I think Chris Rigg would suit this game a lot with his creativity and how brave he is on the ball. I think he'd really suit this game. And Romain Mundell, I'd also say. They'd be my 3 I'd be looking at half time and thinking, going forward, I think Mundell for Roberts is the most appealing one, or Rigg for Roberts would be the most appealing one actually. But then players would definitely make an impact, seeming that they just need a bit more energy out of possession to keep off Coventry and make it more difficult for them to get through the lines of Sunderland. As for Coventry, on their bench, I'd actually argue it's a stronger bench than the Sunderland bench in terms of experience on there, creativity, know-how. For Sunderland, if you ask me this in about 5 years, it probably would be a stronger bench. But the likes of Rigg, Mundell, Watson, Jones, all very young still and haven't really proved their names yet. For Coventry, Sims has to be a player that Frank Lampard's thinking about right now. Hadji Wright has not really been involved in the game. Sims, is he going to be able to do it against his former side? Actually, he was on loan at Sunderland the season that they got into the playoffs. I think that he just got injured, didn't he, towards the end. He's also got to be looking at Thomas Asante, although I think F1 Mason Clark has been one of Coventry's best players, so it would be quite silly to take him off. Jamie Patterson, I mean, he just won't bring him on, but he's also a player that can change a game. But one player that I think Lampard should actually bring on, no one's going to be expecting it, Jake Bidwell. For me, De Silva, as when Coventry are building up the play, on that left hand side, he's all often cut inside to be inverted, to play a pass and then make the overlapping run onto the left hand side. De Silva is just losing possession too much here for Coventry, and taking his time to get the ball into the box. Now, someone that can deliver a really good ball with his left foot and can get down that line and also defend is Jake Bidwell. So that's one player for Coventry I would definitely put on. For me, De Silva, you've got a good rating here. I don't think he's having a great game. My opinion. It's second half ready already. Wow, incredible stuff. I've been waffling for that long. Let me know your thoughts in the chat though. I've waffled on for quite a long time. A spot at Wembley awaits for one of these sides. Who will face Sheffield United though? Just remember that Hull could start next season with Giles again at left back. God no. He's more of a winger, isn't he? He's a wing back really. Or a winger. He's great going forward, but defensively he's not great. Gonna watch the second half. Hopefully it's a good watch for the rest of the game. Have a good rest of the stream, Tristan bro, and good luck with your upcoming exams. Thank you very much, Johnny Gunn. Really appreciate that, mate. Enjoy the second half. And just before you go, let us know a full-time prediction. Come on, Cov, now or never. I think it's possible. Need a Van Ewick, Grimes, Hume foul, Job, Mason Clark, Zirkin to be fouled, Mason Clark shot and Wright shot on target. Bring me a nice 83 quid. Wow, that's a lot to happen for 83 quid. Yes, Luke on it. I think it was. Plus horrible to watch. Read that one. Awesome. Right then, we're just waiting for the second half. That's all we're waiting for. Should be about not too much longer now, but a few more moments away from the second 45. Football always has a countdown to the second half. Just not today, because I've mentioned it. Typical. Gonna go bold and say 2-0 Coventry. The comeback is gonna be made. Couldn't tell if that said made or mad then. Too much revision today, I tell you. Too much revision. No, thank you very much, though, Honeygun. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of the game. Thanks for popping in. Really do appreciate it. And the Coventry comeback would also be mad and made if that happened. Yes, of course. I'm waffling. Absolutely waffling. No, Sunderland definitely started the game the better side, but Coventry grew into it and created a bit more. And I think they've got to get the first goal. If Sunderland make this tie 3-1, that's not a very nice scoreline to be at. Because then the next goal really is the make or break of the tie. Because at 3-1, if Coventry get it, it's game back on. If Sunderland get it, it's tie over. But 45 minutes, a lot can happen in 45 minutes. What will happen in 45 minutes? Not far away from finding out. Let's just check how the stream's doing, how many likes and so on we're on. Of course, I said hoping to push towards 20 likes in the stream, so please be sure to. 14 already, wow. So keep on smashing the likes on the stream. 6 more away from our target. Really hope we can get there. Thank you everyone for tuning in. It means the absolute world to me. It really does. It really, really does. How's the stream doing overall though? Oh, not too bad. Almost 200 views on the stream so far. Not bad at all. We take that all day long. Final advert then before the second half. I made the mistake of cashing out a winner for £2 last night. I could have made 10. Ah, fuming mate, fuming. Hopefully Sims comes on. He knows how to find the net. Well, talking about Ellis Sims, his teammates are back on the pitch. So not quite about Ellis Sims, but you led me on nicely to this. Sunderland in the tunnel, ready to emerge for the second half here at the Stadium of Light. Are there many more sparks left in the season here at Stadium of Light? We've had a few brilliant games here this season at Stadium of Light. Of course, the biggest moment I can think of at the top of my head for Sunderland is Sunderland versus Leeds. It ends 2-2. That moment of madness from Ilan Melia, where it was going straight into his gloves and it just went through him somehow and into the back of the net. It's something you see on FIFA. Right, let's get the second half rolling. It's all come down to this, the last 45 minutes of the tie. Coventry to kick off, kicking from right to left, attack in the end. We're in the upper tier. Their fans are situated. For Sunderland, they've got the other 3 stands and the lower stand of where the away end is. Here we go then. The second half is underway. 45 minutes away from seeing who can't speak. Who will make it to Wembley? Here we go, as Lurkon says. Here we go. De Silva, no changes at the break as far as I'm aware of. Gutted that Jake Bidwell one didn't happen, because I tell you what, I think he would have made a big difference. Let's turn it up a little bit more. You've got to remember who's on the yellow card. Sheaf, Bobby Thomas, Roberts and Isidore. Are you going to go live for the final, Tristan? Yes, I believe so. The final's on the 24th. Exam on the 20th. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll go live for the final of the championship. As I said, I'd really love to do like League 1, League 2, but I just think it's a sensible thing not to. I mean, the championship fits in perfectly, luckily enough, to be able to do the final. So we will be doing the final of this one, yes, absolutely. Coventry free kick on the left hand side. Grimes to deliver. Sky blue shirts pack into that box. Grimes, and it goes. Inviting ball, but no one able to get their head on it. De Silva goes all the way back there. That's a wasted pass. But Ben Wilson will follow up with a long ball forward. Out to the left to find Grimes. And offside, that's what happens. Makes look like when a foul get in, says Luke on. It's all about that bet builder for Luke on. Do let me know in the chat what you've had nice for dinner, for tea. I think I'm having, what was it again? I think it was lemon chicken I'm having. Or something like that. So excited for that. Here we go then. Sunderland, Patterson, down the line it goes. This game needs a goal. I think around, as I say, the 65th minute, this game's going to explode into energy for the final 25. Had to do quick math there. That would have been that wouldn't have been great if I got that wrong. Yep, a 2-2 draw in November At the Steamer Light, 3-0 in the reverse fixture at Coventry. Pizza and chips, oh, solid. Fish cakes and waffles, pizza and a Muller rice. That sounds nice. Paul, you're not having any, mate. You're not having any. I'll invite you round next time we make it. I'm joking, mate. Not about the invitation. You will get sent one. Don't worry. Fish cakes and waffles does sound nice, to be fair. Pizza and chips, though. A lot of people having pizza. Solid choice. Can't fault it. And Muller rice as well. That is unreal, Paul. That is unreal. Troy Hume at the right back position here for Sunderland. Back it goes to Patterson, who hoofs it forward towards Mayenda. Can't get the first contact there. Now Grimes. Can Coventry get that much needed goal? Have sausage and bacon. Curly fries. Oh, curly fries. That's something I haven't had for age. Sounds very nice. Oh, decision here for the ref. Hadji Wright goes down. Not a foul in my opinion. Ball was gone. Let's see. Sheaf to Hadji Wright. It's just an awful touch. It's just an awful touch of the ball. Yeah, that's never a foul, never a free kick. It's just a poor touch. Ball at the back here with Thomas. Second half, it's been all Coventry so far. Granted, we've not played too long with it, but still. Sheaf finds Milan. Across it goes now. Coventry trying to be patient with the build-up, move Sunderland around and break through their 4-4-2. To the right hand side, Milan. There's not much movement off the ball here, but from Coventry, as they move it over to the left hand side with Kitchen. Kitchen and Thomas, of course, are both the centre-back pairing for Barnsley in the 2022-23 playoff campaign, as they lost that one to Sheffield Wednesday in the final, didn't they? Coventry into the box they go. Pull across and out for a corner, and that away end erupts with belief. Great bit of play there from Kitchen. Continued his run forward to the byline, and Joe Bellingham happy to see that one out for a Coventry corner. You're a bit too far for me to travel to, but thanks for the offer. 50 minutes played. Grimes. Awful corner. Was it? Oh, shot. Blocked. Shot again. Oh my word, that would have been a thunderbolt from Milan Van Ewijk. But wide of the target it goes. Sorry to let any Coventry fans down there. But yeah, that was a waste of a corner. You know, good idea, but when you get the big lads up from the back like that, you've got to be putting it in the mixer. Here's Sakamoto on the half turn. Stays wide, needs a bit of support. Keeps going forward though. And loses out possession there. Into Lafay. Equally with a poor pass. And everyone's slipping around on the steamer like turf. But the free kick has now eventually been given the way of Joe Bellingham and Sunderland. Here's Neil. Out to the right hand side it goes. Roberts takes on his man. Caught out there, and therefore Mason Clark tries to peel away. And at the moment it's just getting all a bit scrappy at Simmerlight here in Sunderland, as Coventry win the throw-in on the far side. In a good position to go forward. Sunderland fans biting their nails. The playoffs is very nervy. Even if you're winning, it's never a nice place to be. It's the lottery. So far, Sheffield United still have their number in the draw. But they're trying to decide if it's Coventry or Sunderland's number that makes it down to the last two. From Mason Clark. Oh, what a touch that is. What a touch. That was like slow motion there. As he glided past Hume. And a free kick goes the way of Coventry. What a touch that was. Mason Clark then goes inside. And Hume's not happy. He's beaten on that easily. And nudges him to the ground. A taxi. Here we go then. Free kick for Coventry. Left corner of the box. Grimes to deliver, left footed, and it goes. Inviting position. Players attacking it. But just nobody on the end of it. That's happened quite a lot. Coventry eager to get the ball back moving. And the referee says a foul throw by Sakamoto. Wow. Yeah, Sakamoto there. That's a really poor thing to do. Foul throw. In a moment where they were just starting to really get the momentum going. And that's not easy in a place like this. I'm half hoping my prediction comes true here of 1-0 Coventry and Sunderland on penalties. There was a few Sunderland fans in the comments of the last video who they took my prediction very seriously. Very seriously. I mean, it's just a bit of fun. Here's Dan Neil. Ball on the floor for Sunderland. May end up. Finds Roberts now. Roberts gets onto that left foot. What a bit of play. In it goes. Pulled back. And pulled to the floor was Bellingham. No claims for a penalty by the players on the pitch. Sunderland still going in the box. Full side, far side. Sirkin. Can't get my words out, it's that exciting. Roberts. Blocked. Sunderland's corner. And a huge roar once again. The final is the 24th. Scrinton. 9 o'clock and it's bright. Not here, it's not. I was at the garden earlier. As soon as I go outside with all the papers I have to try and revise, thunderstorm, thunder and lightning. I mean, what's my luck? Just wasn't meant to go outside today. In it goes, Sunderland corner towards the back post. And ref says foul in the process. Free kick to Coventry. 55 minutes played. Almost 56 now. Let's just have a look at the stats. Yeah, it's only Coventry have had 2 shots this second half. None of them on target though. Only 1 shot on target in the entire game. Here's Grimes. Finds De Silva. Goes inside. Redoni searching for a bit of space ahead of him. Sunderland with 11 men behind the ball. Out to the left hand side. It's De Silva. Finds Grimes. Grimes advancing forward. Finds De Silva once again. It's not much space in that area, but Grimes works it well. And that's a poor cross, but it's somehow kept in by Sakamoto, is it? It is. But the official says it's gone out, but no, that didn't go out. Sunderland fans, Coventry fans, how are the nerves? Been baking out in Lincolnshire. It was hot earlier, and it was hot the last few days, but thunder and lightning earlier, my word, come out of nowhere. Will there be a moment of quality or a moment of madness, like there was in the first leg, to decide the outcome of this one? Sunderland lead 2-1, but it's 0-0 on the night. As it stands there, Wembley bound. As it stands, it's a red and white Wembley on the 24th of May. But Coventry, they won another Wembley trip. The FA Cup semi-final, the playoff final. They went there, they lost, both of them. They want Wembley success. Is it their time? They'll have to score at least one here. Isidore, what a ball that is, out to the left hand side. Sunderland in the box to seal the tie. Or take him a step closer. Roberts shot wide. Pull there from Roberts. You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to find the near post. But usually you expect Roberts to open up his body there and guide that one in. He has the time to do it. 58 minutes played. The minutes are flying by for Coventry fans. For Sunderland fans, they're not going quick enough. For us neutrals, bit of both, to be honest. Here's Grimes. Out to left hand side is De Silva. In it goes, away by 09. Sheaf holds off Isidore to win the ball. Now Grimes. From Mason Clark, he's been quite quiet in the second half. Until now, Mason Clark. He will finally stop faking it. Ball into the box. And is that going to go for a corner? It is. Coventry City corner. Well, they've got to get this one in the box. Don't mess around with it. And around the side. Get in. The big lads are up from the back. Kitchen and Bobby Thomas both have good goal scoring records from centre halves. A few big lads in there. Radoni also to add to the list. Matt Grimes, the in-swinger from the far side. Box is packed. In it goes. Not a great corner. Doesn't beat the first man. And Sunderland rush out here to the sky blue shirts as they're at the halfway line. And once again, De Silva goes backwards. Once again, where's the confidence to take your man on? Ben Wilson forced to go forward. Over to the far side. Sunderland win it. And that's a foul, no? It is, yes. Referee agrees. Brody says 2 on Coventry. Penalties that would be. Well, extra time then penalties, of course. But wow. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? 30 minutes remain. 30 minutes remain. Brody, how are the nerves, mate? How are the nerves? Let us know. Here's Ben Wilson. Out to the right. Finds Bobby Thomas, who will accelerate forward. Then hit one long. Searching. But that is an awful ball. And that has sort of summed up Coventry. That one ball, that one movement has summed up Coventry in the playoffs. Start off on a high. Looks really good. Really promising. And then just at the end, it just drops. And out of play. So close yet so far. Sunderland, they're away. Isidore trying to force it through. And Thomas to Sheaf. Finds Sakamoto. Now Milan. Kitchen now on the ball. Coventry will come now on the left hand side. Nervous this much. Only a little bit. Only a little bit. Here's Milan Van Ewijk. Out to the far side. Finds Sakamoto. Sakamoto to Milan. Cross is blocked and yet again another Coventry City corner. This time conceded by Dennis Sirkin. They've got to get a good ball in this time. The last 2 deliveries have just been awful. Last one didn't even beat the first man. And it goes. This time is much better. Oh, on top of the keeper. Keeper gets something on it. Away it goes. Only as far as De Silva, that's an awful touch. Leads him going backwards, but it's not pressurised. Finds Grimes. Here it goes. Away by Sunderland. Bit of head tennis in midfield now. The Sky Blues end up winning it in the box. It falls. And not for the right player for Coventry. Patterson is great with pens anyway, says Brody. He's like a Jordan Pickford regen, isn't he? Approaching the 65th minute. And just a break in play here. Hadji Wright did slip when he was playing the ball there. And Lampard's not happy with something. Lampard's not happy. Yeah, Sunderland fans, they are the 12th man. At any club, the fans are the 12th man. But to see this arena packed out like this, brilliant stuff. Really, really good. These fans believe. Well, the last the last 5 home games, only 1 win in there for Sunderland. They'd only need a draw today to get over the line. Only 1 draw in the last 5 home games as well. The other 3 were defeats, one of them against Swansea. Got to get that in. Free kick here to Sunderland on the left hand side. Is the deadlock going to get broken here? Well, Sunderland straight away go backwards, so that answers that. There we go. There we go. As always, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. It's getting to that stage of the game. We didn't have this last night because Bristol City were just completely out of the tie, unfortunately for them. But here, this is the playoff feeling. This is the feeling that is only these 2 sets of fans will truly feel, but we'll all sort of feel the nerves as an outsider watching on. And Mayenda going forward into the Coventry box, he goes, wins a corner kick out of it, and he gives it big to the fans, who respond with loads of energy from the stands. Eliza Mayenda, remember the name. His goal could be the deciding factor from the first leg to get his side over the line. "25 minutes to go. Still can't believe Sunderland's unbeaten home record lasting until February. Yeah, it was brilliant. Watching Eurovision, and I wish I didn't. The first song I watched was Croatia. It was so scary. Didn't even know that was on tonight. Wow. Corner for Sunderland, taken short. Back in it goes. Volley, shot save. First big chance of the game. I think it's Troy Hume with a shot, but it's definitely Ben Wilson with a save. He was equal to that one. The corner, they work it around the box, eventually get the ball in. It's Troy Hume, I believe, who just gets a fantastic connection on it, on the volley. But Wilson with them reflexes, you're not getting past him tonight. Another corner here for Sunderland. This time the opposite side. This time it's straight into the box and Wilson gets it away on the volley. It's blocked. Wow. The man was like doing a smiley face. Oh, here we go. It's kicking off in this one. It's kicking off in this one. Bellingham, Wilson are the participants. My word, I have a look at the chat and it all kicks off here at Simmerlight. And the yellow card is out again. I believe it's Joe Bellingham. Off the ball incident. What happens here then? We're going to see a replay. So, play continues. And Wilson So from the corner, Bellingham landed on Wilson. Bellingham wasn't letting go, and Wilson got up then and started pushing him. All a bit of pushing. Other players realised, turned into a bit of a scrawl, and yeah, both players then getting the yellow card. It's fair. They both played their part in that one. Wilson and Bellingham bucked there. 22 minutes to go here. Closing in on the Sunderland victory on aggregate. Well, the tempers are running high here. It's Dan Ballard down here. But because he's given the free kick the way of Sunderland, Coventry coaching staff and that are not happy. Hadji Wright helps him back to his feet. This is what comes with passion for the game. Caught up in the emotions of it. Incredible. Yeah, the commentator's just saying it now. No substitution still. Ball out to the right hand side there for Sunderland from the free kick, and it's gone straight out of play for a Coventry goal kick. They haven't looked after the ball too well this second half, Sunderland, have they? And now first change, did we say it? And Lampard's changing it up here. I think that was Eccles. Josh Eccles, I believe it is. One ball forward there by Wilson. Out of play it goes for a Coventry throw-in on the left hand side. In it goes to Grimes. Back now to Thomas. We need a goal. Just like in the first leg, we needed a goal to give this tie a bit of life. De Silva. Inside it goes to Efron Mason-Clark. Nice bit of play here. Back it goes to Matt Grimes. Over to the other side onto the right for Sheaf. Continuing with the play. Sakamoto on the right wing. Looking dangerous. Can he get a ball in? Oh, he's sent circuit. Ball eventually goes in from Milan. Head away by the red and white shirt slope. Down line it goes and Patterson collects. Easy as you like. Well, at this point in the game, Frank Lampard is changing it up by bringing a substitute on. But you wonder if it's going to be enough. You wonder if it's going to be enough. I'm not too sure. Ball over on the far side. Coventry win it back with Grimes. Straight away looked to go backwards, eh? And he did, although there was options ahead of him. Grimes once again. This time he's got to go forward. Finds Kitchen. Mason-Clark on the spin. Straight to Sunderland though. Now Sunderland can't even speak anymore. Will drive forwards. Roberts. Right hand side. Got 3 Coventry players with him. Roberts. Can't beat his man. And now Coventry once again on the ball. My word, it's like a game of tennis, this one. I'd like to see the possession stats this far in. Are Coventry finally going to make a change? Efron Clark making way. Apparently. Who is this? I think it's Eccles. It's Ben Sheaf going off. So Sheaf off on a yellow card, gives the captain's armband, I think it was to Bobby Thomas. So no, Mason Clark stays on. Eccles, I was right. Love that. Eccles on then. Eccles has done all he can. Time to roll the dice. Long ball over the top here for Coventry, and Hadji Wrights in. Left hand side of the box. Pushed out. Angle's not good enough now. Waiting for support. Finds it. Shot. Eccles. What a start to his playoff semi-final. Second leg that would have been. Milan finds Grimes. Out to the right hand side this time. Coventry aren't done there. They're keeping the pressure on. Grimes fans Milan. Sakamoto now advancing the play forward here for Coventry. Grimes chips it over to Sakamoto. Sunderland with men back. Sky Blues with blue shirts in the box just once again can't find their way through Sunderland's red and white defence. They're being very patient here. Thomas finds Grimes. Kitchen back to Grimes. Just around the back, and now onto the right hand side they go. Sakamoto threatens to deliver, but ends up going quite a long way back. Just twisting and turning. Eventually gets the ball into the box, away by Sunderland. Falls for Kitchen. Out to the right hand side. Once again Sakamoto to Milan. Too much on that cross potentially. He's made it there. And Sunderland are able to get it away for a Coventry throw-in. I thought when you said it would be a red and white Wembley, I thought you meant Bristol City. To be fair, Coventry, that's a good fact. Coventry, the only side in the playoffs, not red and white. Didn't think of that. Wow. That's mental. Down on the far side it goes for Coventry. Final 15 minutes of the 90. They need to score to make that longer, and it goes. What a chance! It's in! Coventry score! They're from Mason Clark. They needed to score, and they have. 2-2 on aggregate. 1-0 Coventry. And the Sky Blue travelling fans erupt in the away end. It's a scrappy goal, but they all count. 2-2 on aggregate. There we go. There we go. It's all Coventry needed. And it's what they've got with 15 minutes to go to try and find a winner. Van Milan with the ball once again. That's 2 assists for him in the playoffs for Coventry for both of their goals. Great ball in, and Patterson rooted to the spot. It's right in the corner from Ephron Mason Clark. He scored some of the first goals in the Frank Lampard era, and he's scoring one of the most important goals in the Frank Lampard's Coventry City era as he buries that one from close range. A fantastic goal for Coventry. Sunderland have been very hard to break down defensively, but finally they've been undone. Now Coventry have got to be careful. As soon as they scored in the first leg, Coventry went down the other end and scored. So could the reverse happen here? Sunderland have got a free kick in a good area. In it goes. Header in by Bellingham. Away, edge of the box shot. Far wide. And as it stands, it's going to be a very late night. As it stands, they're going to be going to extra time. But this tie always heats up in the 65th minute. We had late drama last time. Will there be late drama this time? Is the big question. 2-2 on aggregate. Wow. 12 and a half minutes to go. Header won by the Sunderland man. Down to Mayenda. Back it goes all the way to Wilson. The angle from the camera there to the ball was quite easy there from Ben Wilson. Was letting it run an awful long way, it seemed, from the camera. And now the card's out again. This time for Enzo Lafay. Well, Sunderland did beat Coventry on Friday night. But Coventry want revenge. They had that record for a reason against Sunderland. They do enjoy playing the Black Cats on the whole. Could this one be another great night against Sunderland for the Sky Blues? Sakamoto in the box it goes. They can't clear their line, Sunderland. Still going. Haji Wright troubles out of play and it goes out for a goal kick. But those away fans, they believe. Yeah, that would have been so easy for Eccles to go over there. And that surely would have been a penalty if he wanted to play the ref. So fair play for Eccles there, not going down. Well, then Coventry fans, they were brilliant at Swansea this season. But you could hear them clearly from the TV here. We are all square. 1-0 on the night to Coventry. 2-2 on aggregate. In the tie. It's poised for a grandstand finish. Sunderland, who have never lost a home playoff match. Records like that are there to be broken. And it might well be breaking here tonight. Frank Lampard, who with Derby in the playoffs, went to Ellen Road and created an upset to get Derby into the final that year. Although they lost in the final to Aston Villa, in the semi-final, they still made it happen. For Coventry, all that matters is the semi-finals at the moment. To keep their season going. Sheffield United await their final opposition. But right now, no one knows who it's going to be. It's Coventry with the momentum here. De Silva goes backwards. Finds Radoni. Grimes sweeps it into the box. Difficult one to defend, that one. But away it goes from Sunderland. Mayenda chasing down the play. And he was late there on Thomas. Don't think that's a yellow card, but it's certainly a foul. Yeah, good decision, ref. I'll tell you what, ref hasn't been too bad this one. There's been a lot of poor refereeing in the playoffs across the FL in the first legs. But second legs have been improving. Here's De Silva. Down it goes. Finds Ephron Mason-Clark. Takes on his man. On the outside. Ball into the centre. And it's not a great ball. Straight into the gloves of Patterson. I just wondered if Patterson had been caught out there. But he does collect that one. And out it goes to the left hand side. Bellingham now on the turn. Inside the centre circle. Will find Hume. Roberts ahead. I'm surprised that Sunderland have not made a change yet. I was expecting maybe Romain Mundell to be introduced for Roberts by now. Rigg even, as we mentioned at half time. Coventry on the ball at the back. Can they find one more moment of magic to seal the deal in the 90? That's the question. Long ball over the top. Haji Wright giving chase. The USA international. And fouls Luke O'Nien. Conceding a free kick there. Substitution for Sunderland. And it is Chris Rigg coming on. For who? Wilson Isidore. So Sunderland going to a 4-4-1-1 formation. With Rigg in behind, you presume. Potentially, if I've got that one right. Sunderland fans will know better than me. Chris Rigg. Can you imagine being that young and for your club being able to score a late goal? That'd be incredible. 20 votes in a live poll. 55% of people reckon Sunderland will get through to Wembley. 45 are back in Coventry. 6.5 minutes of normal time to go. Also on the likes, we are on 15 likes, 5 away from the target. Be sure to smash the likes if you haven't already. It really does help the channel, helps us grow and build the community. Ball on the right hand side here for Sunderland. They're trying to respond. They don't want extra time and penalties. If it does go to extra time, I'm going to need to get some more water. Ball out to the left hand side. Here's Bellingham. On the ball here for Sunderland. Final 5 minutes of the campaign for one of these sides potentially. If there's going to be a goal. And it goes. Oh, huge chance. Oh, miscued. I think it was Rigg. Great ball in. Amount of space found there was fantastic. Just couldn't get the connection to get it towards goal. You can see what he's trying to do. It just doesn't quite drop enough to hit his foot. Sunderland. Huge roars from the Mackham fans. 85 now on the clock. Out to the right it goes with Roberts. Finds Dan Neal. Sweeps the ball across the left hand side. And it's handball against Sirkin apparently. Brody says he wants penalties. I'd like penalties. I mean, if we're going to go the distance, you know, if we go to extra time, I don't want it to be sport and someone scores an extra time. If we're going to go to extra time, we may as well wait it out for penalties, you know, with the wait. If my prediction's still on here, I did say Coventry 1-0 after the 90, but Sunderland to win 5-4 on penalties. That was my prediction. We could be on course for one of the greatest predictions ever here. I counted as that for myself anyway, because the amount of people that watched that video and thought I was off my head, as some people said. This would be a bittersweet moment. I really want penalties as well. Ball on the far side. Sakamoto. Finds Milan. Across it goes to Kitchen on the left hand side. Coventry are pushing here for a winner in the 90. How long will be added on? Be sure to let us know in the chat. I'm going to go 5 minutes. I think there'll be a while. And Sakamoto, he is forced backwards here to find Bobby Thomas. No Kitchen once again. Still bright here in colour. Whoa, how is it still bright there? Mad. Ball over the top here, Coventry. Looking threatening. Can't keep it in play. Goal kick, Sunderland it goes. 10 legends watching. Thanks everyone for joining. Hopefully you're all enjoying the stream. Final 3 minutes of the 90 here. Let us know how long you reckon will be added on to the end of this one. I'm going to go 5 minutes. Sunderland rushing. Coventry hoping. It looks like we're going to be having a long evening here tonight though. Here's Dan Neal. Out to the left hand side it goes here for Sunderland. Job. Bellingham. Forced backwards to find 09. Yeah, the fans are needed here for Sunderland and for Coventry. For Sunderland losing in the 90. On the night. Losing. But on aggregate 2-2. Ball down the line. Continue going, and Sunderland now have a big chance on the left-hand side. Ball gets caught up in his feet, and that's frustrating by Enzo Lefebvre there. And now Coventry up the other end. Sunderland have got men back, but Coventry got the ball. Laid off. Milan charging forward on the far side. It's been one of those games that's kept you on the edge of your seats. It has, Daniela. It really has. And I hope I hope it's the game that keeps on giving. To be honest, I really do. It's been a fantastic watch so far. A lot of drama, tempers, frustrations running high, but still not over yet. Danny's going 4 minutes, 5 minutes, says Paul. Agreeing with me on that one. We're into the final minute of the 90 here. Edge of the box is De Silva. Shot blocked, deflected. Sirkin can't get it away, but makes up for his mistake there by getting away. And Sunderland for the throw in here. We're about to find out how long we have added on to the second 45 here at the Stadium of Light. The fans are trying to keep going. 13 people watching. Let us know your thoughts on this one. Are Sunderland or Coventry going to win it in the 90? Or is this one destined for a long evening? Extra time potentially. Penalties on the cards. Is this going to be a longer evening than first anticipated for Sunderland fans? And Coventry win the free kick inside the Sunderland half. Just in line with the edge of the centre circle. How long's added on then? It's Eccles on the ground, by the way, still down. Joe Bellingham, the man that committed the foul there. 3 minutes. 3 minutes added on here. Paul says no, it's not. No, it's going all the way. I can see it going all the way. It's such a close game, isn't it? The first leg was close for the majority of it until we had their moments of madness. 3 minutes added on. This one's going extra time. I don't see a goal being scored in the next 3 minutes. How I could be proven wrong. Grimes. Edge of the box here. Sakamoto on the far side. Finds Grimes. Grimes, he's scored in the playoff semi-final before from this distance. He shoots. Blocked. And Enzo Lefebvre is ready to get it away. Milan. Backwards it goes. Grimes once again. Out to the right hand side this time. Can Coventry claim it here to the back post? Oh. Corner? Corner Coventry. Brody with the red cards. Hopefully that'll be the red cards. Half of the 3 minutes have been played. Well, over half now. We've got basically just a minute to play. One of the final actions of the semi-finals in the 90. Grimes corner. Outswinger. In it goes. Coventry heads rise. Sunderland do enough to get it away. But it'll fall back to Matt Grimes here. Who swings in it again. Away. And Mayenda holds up the plate. De Silva wins it back into the box here. De Silva. He loses out. Sakamoto across to De Silva. Sunderland win the ball back this time. Tackles flying in everywhere. It's hard to see who's got the ball. Coventry will win the throw-in at the halfway line with 30 seconds remaining until extra time. Last attack of the game. Coventry on the far side. Sakamoto, in it goes. Oh my word. The Hollywood end was in sight. But had he right? couldn't finish the script. Onto his head it went. Just couldn't get the direction on it. Wow. Had you right. Had the tie in his hands. On his head, really. Well, there we go. Extra half an hour to go. It's going to extra time, this one. We're not stopping there. Extra time is next. Right, I'm going to leave you with some exciting music. We won't be long because, well, first half of extra time will be on now. So enjoy the music. Just going to go fill up the water and I'll be 2 seconds. Get your thoughts in for extra time. Right then, here we go. Here we go. We're back. Extra time it is then, people. Extra time it is. Sunderland fans in full voice. I think this is Romain Mundell about to be introduced. He wasn't on the bench last time out for Sunderland, but he is tonight. Surely that's for Roberts. Surely you keep Angela Fay on. Sunderland fans singing "Only Fools Walk In." Falling in love with you. What a song that is, mind. Sunderland versus Coventry. Oh, I'll just that in a second. Let's get the timer started, because extra time is about to be begun. What have I messed up on? Yeah, no worries, mods. All good, all good. I was about to say something to Brody, but He is new and I didn't really say, so partly my bad to be fair. I take part of the blame. Officially from this moment forwards, a part of the Haji Wright Hates Club. All you had to do was hit it on target. I know, incredible. And instead we go to extra time. Well, Coventry get us underway. For extra time, kicking from left to right. Coventry came knocking on the door and Sunderland let them in. What a great analogy that is. That's fantastic. I like that one. And straight away Coventry start, but they finished the first, the second half of the 90 off. Can't even speak. With a corner straight away. Grimes, in it goes. Second ball. Grimes now. Taking ages on the ball, isn't he? Inside it goes Sakamoto now. Finds Jada Silva. Finds Sakamoto in a bit of space now. Coventry really knocking on the door here. Are Sunderland going to let them in again? De Silva, in it goes! Out to the far side, Milan gets it back in the mixer, header, wide. Sakamoto rose to the highest there. Yes, Sunderland. This is why you got to go into the playoffs with confidence, with wins, with momentum. Because right now it is all Coventry. It looks like Sunderland are losing belief by the minute. They've still not brought Remain Mundell on. Up in the air away by Coventry. Well, it seems like taking Ben Sheaf off was the best option for Coventry. Here's Eccles driving forward. Now Grimes. Really good play there from Grimes. Out to that left hand side. Coventry are building. Ephron Mason Clark now. No doubt both of these sides have been practicing their penalties. Neither side have a good penalty record this season. Sunderland have scored 1 penalty this season. Coventry have only scored 2 penalties this season. I think Sunderland lack confidence. They do. They really do. Here's Sakamoto. It's never a good thing when you're on the beach before the playoffs. Never a good thing. In it goes. Away. Oh, Haji Wright just couldn't take the touch quick enough, and in the end he sort of rushed it a little bit. De Silva finds Eccles. Are we going to see Sunderland get back into this one? Well, they are technically still in it, but obviously, they're not performing like they were the first 20 minutes or at the end of the first tie. Quite disappointing, if I'm honest, from Sunderland. Brody's back. Love that, love that. Yep, Brody, my fault. I did forget to say, basically just no spamming in the chat. We don't have many rules. Brody says he's so scared now. I hope that's because of the game. But no, Brody. Yeah, Sunderland. What are your thoughts, mate? Just falling off, aren't they? And here we go. Remain Mundell on for Patrick Roberts. It's probably as long as Remain Mundell can get on for. Roberts has done well. Good penalty taker as well. But Mundell here, he's got that energy. He's direct, got the energy, will take a man on. I'm gutted that Swans didn't sign him. We were in for him. but we just opted for I think we opted for Bianchini instead. I don't know if that was the same window. I'm not in the know, but we ended up with Bianchini instead. Is what I should have said. Brody says he was so confident. A lot of Sunderland fans were. Not looking at the fact that records like they have at the Stadium of Light, being unbeaten in the playoffs, is, you know, it's just a fact of history. It has no impact for the future. Sakamoto. Sometimes you can get hoodoos, like, you know, Spurs at Wembley, for example. Spurs winning trophies, Kane winning trophies, but they're all ending, aren't they? You know, Spurs are in a final again. Kane's won a trophy. You know, things like that. I'm so confident we win. Still time, mate. Keep the belief. Football's a funny sport. Keep the belief. Right till the end. And Sunderland on the attack, and that's a shot from Rigg. Rigg's looked good since he come on. I don't know why Rigg didn't come on a bit earlier, at least. Oh, a gift for Sunderland to win it. Oh, he's tried to be unselfish. He's still alive. Mayenda, last ditch tackling. Oh my word. Well, it's Coventry with a massive, massive gift to Sunderland. But Sunderland can't punish them this time. My word, I think it's Rigg trying to be unselfish and try and pass it to Mayenda twice, and both times just didn't quite work out. Very unfortunate for him. And Sunderland as well. But the belief is there from the supporters. Looks like another long away game from Swansea to Sunderland next season. I was wanting Sunderland to win. Come on, Sunderland. Sims should go on, says Brody. Sims was at Sunderland, wasn't he? The season you did get the plus, but he was injured at the end, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure. Grimes. Find Sakamoto. Yeah, I want to know how many touches of the ball Matt Grimes has. That's a good question. And we can find that out on. Really should be sponsored by FootMob by the amount of times we mention them. Matt Grimes has 133 touches of the ball, and that is adding by the minute. Grimes once again. It's got to be more than that, surely. Sunderland have been awful towards the end of the season. They have. They really have. It's mental what a losing run can do to a side. Like, you know, mentality really gets tested when results don't go your way, and when you start to drop off, the feel-good factor around the club just completely goes, of course. Eccles from distance! Wide. Let's see. Eccles, loads of space, gets closed down, and it's always moving away from goal. I don't think that's a deflection. 6 minutes away from half time in extra time. What's everyone's thoughts on extra time? Because I feel like if we were to scrap extra time for like goal or something, or just straight to penalties, would be probably the best thing without changing the game too much. Coventry corner, and it goes away by Patterson. Shot blocked. De Silva. And it goes back post. Oh, Patterson drops it. Referee didn't say anything about it. A long ball forward sees Mayenda chasing for Sunderland at the other end. Throw in to Coventry. How long have you been a football fan? It's a difficult one to answer. I don't really know. Just as long as I generally can remember. I don't remember life without football, if I'm honest. Just such a big part of my life. Just such a... I don't know, not many people understand it unless you're like really connected to it. Oh my word, that's a foul. Yeah, Coventry foul right on the edge of the area. I think they should go to goal and goal and they can put extra subs on. Yeah, I mean you do get an extra sub in extra time, don't you? But that's a brilliant bit of play from Mason Clark, by the way. And Try Hume has no choice other than foul him, really. 5 minutes till the break. Free kick Coventry in a fantastic position on the edge of the box to get one into the box. Sunderland fans hanging on with their belief. Are Coventry about to take the lead? Oh, sorry, Brodo, I didn't really answer your question, did I? So I wow, that's incredible support. Grimes, in it go. Into the area it goes now. Long shot, blocked, cleared away just about by Sunderland. And now Sunderland on the attack. No, referee calls it back for a foul. I'm 19 now, so I've been supporting the Swans for, I don't know, 16 years, maybe 15, 16 years. I don't know. Like, when will you be able to remember? I don't even know. Like, as long as I can remember, as long as humans can remember from, that's how long I've been supporting the Swans, really. Because I don't remember like life without supporting the Swans, if that makes sense. So we'll go safe and say 16 years, because 3 years old, surely you can remember something from 3. I'll go that. Free kick to Coventry. Great question, no. What about yourself, Brody? What about yourself, mate? Grimes. In it goes. Shot over the bar. And only Swans have ever supported another team. Yep, same way, mate. Never will be any team. Never be another team. You know, if Swansea got liquidated tomorrow, I just think that would just... I think that would just be it with me and my love for football. I'd still watch it, probably. I just wouldn't love it, I don't think. Love that, Brody, mate. 10 years. Solid stuff, solid stuff. We've got 2 minutes left of the first half of extra time. Let me know your thoughts on how long it's going to be added on to the first half of extra time. That's such a mouthful to say. Swansea till I die. Love that, Daniela. Come on. Right, what's going on with the stream here? Going back. Oh, don't do this to me. I'm sure it's all fine, it's just lagging at the wrong time. It's almost half time, extra time though, so it gives a quick chance to sort it all out, which is absolutely fine. Just bear with me a second. Boom, boom. It'll work on the phone. Well, that is typical, really, isn't it? Well, apologies for the, I think it's the Wi-Fi. I don't know if the stream's still going. Looks all good so far. I think we are still live. I'm pretty sure we're still live. Yeah, everything looks the same. Why is the TV... why is the TV disconnecting from the Wi-Fi? Oh. This TV, man. I think the TV hates me. I really do. TV's not a fan of me. I'll get footmob up quickly just to make sure we don't miss anything while we try and fix this. Man, this is the worst thing. Come on, TV, just connect to the Wi-Fi. How hard can it be? Balloons fixture release date for... Yes. It is half time in extra time. There we go. Right, thank God for that. Gives me a chance to quickly sort the Wi-Fi out. 15 to go then in extra time for these clubs. Man went funny during the thunder. Yeah, the thunder earlier caught me off guard, caught me out of nowhere. I was just going outside my revision papers, and the next minute it just starts belting down. I'm like, what's going on here? Let's bring that sign a bit down a little bit. Second half of extra time. There we go. Just buying tissues. Yeah, tissues from laughing so much about them. Spot on there. Right, what is going on with the Wi-Fi? Come on. Let's go back. Click the channel. Click the channel. And if it wants to work, it'll load. Upset I was doing cartwheels around Swansea, says Danielle. I love that. Love that. That's what you love to see. Cartwheels around Swansea. I don't know any alternatives to get this. It is just the Wi-Fi. So, will someone, if I haven't got it back up, will someone just let me know when the second half starts, please? What is my luck, man? What is my luck? We will get this sorted. Just Wi-Fi. Come on. I don't know how the stream's still going if the Wi-Fi's gone though. Come on. Right, there we go. There we go. Back on. It's not even working on my phone. I do apologise for the technical issues. We were in Millwall when we heard they were had fallen. What a moment that is, knowing that your rivals are going down. Fantastic moment, isn't it? Millwall fans are recording and celebrating. Come on. Oh, it shouldn't take much longer. It started the second half, right, okay. I can only apologise for the delay. Let's just start the timer though. We will get it back, don't worry. Just this TV doesn't like the Wi-Fi, which is, well, not really fair, is it? what's my luck, man? Why me? Every time. Might have to just restart the TV, to be honest. That might have to be the next best thing. Oh, come on. Right, refreshed. Go on there. Don't worry, we won't just hit you. Thank you. Oh, it's awful. I don't understand. If the Wi-Fi's gone, how's the stream still on though? Like, well, I don't understand this one bit. Technology doesn't make sense sometimes. Not to me anyway. If you have any good technicians in the chat, be sure to let us know. How can the Wi-Fi be working on the stream and not the TV? What? See if it works on the phone. Can't get bad everybody go. They do. Yeah, but it's been a great game so far. Just turn the notifications on so we don't miss anything. Chris Rigg has been booked for Sunderland as well, so that's another yellow card in the book for Sunderland. There's quite a few yellow cards now. And Coventry are making a change. Brandon Thomas Asante's coming on for them. Is there more goals in this game? What do we reckon? One more twist to the tail in the playoffs, potentially. Do get your thoughts in on the game if you are watching along at home as well. We're trying to watch on, but it's not quite working. We've got Farah News on anyway, so if anything happens, I will be able to update you. So that's like the worst case, and what's going on in this case. Come on, it's got to be back for penalties though, surely. I think the TV's had enough live streams really. It had enough of the live watch-alongs. Just doesn't want me to do them anymore. Oh. I think we've only had one stream where it's completely cut out. Yeah, that's true, Daniela. That's true. At least we won't be in League One next season. Our fixtures will be announced as a Championship fixture release date. They'll have to, I don't know, is it the same day? We might have to wait a little bit longer for this. Can't remember, it might be the same day to be fair. Still low, at least we'd have to play them next year. It'll just be Wrexham and Bristol City as our biggest games next year, you'd have to say. Come on. Nearest neighbour now in the league. Yep, Bristol the closest game now for Swansea. This is getting intense, mate. It is, Geordie. It is, mate. It is. Crazy game. Crazy game. Unfortunately for me, my TV's decided to, in the last 2 minutes, it's decided to not want to connect to the Wi-Fi to not allow me to get the game on. So, stressing me out a bit, I can't lie. So I do apologise for the technical issues. A new kit on the 27th of June. 27th? Daniela knows because she designed the kit this year for the Swans. You gotta back it. I might just have to search something up on my phone just to try and get the game now. I don't know any other way. I don't know any websites that would show it. Oh god. I have no idea. If anyone knows anywhere watching it now, because even I'm like the TV just don't want to work. We'll stay live even if we can't, because obviously it's penalties and it's quite a big game, but it just kills the stream a little bit, doesn't it? But it is still 1-0 Coventry, 2-2 on aggregate. Go on, no TV. Yeah, no, I can't without Wi-Fi though, mate. Derby against Wrexham next season would be good for you, I reckon. Next season, yes, it would be, mate. Can't wait for that one. Cannot wait for it. Yeah, Brody, mate. Now TV needs Wi-Fi. That's what I use. So I'm trying to get onto. Have Wi-Fi for it. Still 1-0 to Coventry. In this one, there's still a way of keeping up to date with the game. It's just not watching it, is it? And it's I think it's Sunderland on the attack here, on the left hand side. So hard to tell on this app. Coventry Station for live games. Coventry Station. What's that, like Coventry TV or something? Sky Blue TV, I don't know. Reset your Wi-Fi and you realise. I could, but then that would end the stream straight away. And then I'd have to, it wouldn't be worth starting a new one if I completely reset the Wi-Fi. Because then this would all go off. Wi-Fi, man. Might have to just leave it like this and just commentate on football for the last 5 minutes. At least it's not halfway through a game, I guess. That would be the worst outcome. I mean, there's some consolation to it. Dan Neil's shot for Sunderland, blocked by Bobby Thomas. Come on, what? This TV's a joke. Point taken. No, you're fine. And substitution for Coventry, Jamie Allen coming on for Josh Eccles, who only just come on. Josh Eccles. Not long to go in this one. Corner for Sunderland. Meyenda's header and it's missed. Meyenda's missed. Still it remains all tied together. Right, we might be able to get this. Someone's just. I've got my last resort here. If this don't work, I have no idea what will. For got Cardiff getting relegated on my mind. Poor Cardiff. Daniela knows it. Daniela knows the drill. I can't forget the name of this now. If this actually works, that would be very helpful in the future if the TV decides to crash again. If this works, that is an unreal suggestion. Coventry in the attack though, by the way. Still not much happening in midfield. Oh my god, this TV, man. If I wasn't streaming, the remote would be about to break right now. Honestly, gotta keep my temper for the stream. Not becoming a meme, but over this. It's just really, really, really frustrating. I do apologise for everyone that has stayed and watched through the technical difficulties. Oh my god. He won't even let me try and find a different website. I think I'll go up to Cardiff in my Swan's top next week shopping. Ooh, good idea. Good idea. I've been to Cardiff before in a Swansea jumper and nothing. No one said anything. A few dirty looks, but that's about it. Coventry still knocking at the door though. They want to win this before penalties. Both of these sides have not got great penalty records. Honestly, if this ends 5-4 Sunderland on penalties, that is probably my greatest ever prediction. Like 1-0 Coventry after 90 in extra time. Honestly, that would make me really happy. I tell you that for free. That might sound really sad, but getting a prediction right is actually ridiculously hard. And Danielle, I tell you what, next year you should predict from the very start, because my word, your predictions, I don't know, just unreal. And then I look at Paul's as well. I'm like, how has he predicted that then? Just how does that work? But then you just consider that Paul's just knows a lot about football, so you got to accept it. To be honest. This season, Honeygun's done really well in the prediction league though, like ridiculously well, like really, really well. Fantastic, and so is Dugout Football Channel, great channel as well. He's done really well. Well, guys, we are almost at the end of this playoff semi-final second leg. Daniela. Oh, brilliant. That is brilliant. Substitution for Sunderland. Sirkin off. Helde on for Sunderland. Patterson goal kick for Sunderland. Kitchen on the halfway line. He's lost it to Bellingham. And now Rigg. Sunderland trying to force something here in the dying stages of the game. Throw in. Rigg. Edge of the box, sheer Sunderland. They're trying to go the long way round. In it goes. Away by Bobby Thomas. He's got everything away in this game. Honestly, he should be up there for man of the match, Bobby Thomas. I think he's been sensational this afternoon. Matt alone in green suits. Hopefully see you a bit more than Oh my word, Sunderland have scored. Dan Ballard. Sunderland are going to Wembley. Dan Ballard with a goal. 120th plus 3 minutes. Right at the end, Sunderland score. And Sunderland are going to the playoff final. That is incredible. Dan Ballard. The limbs at the Stadium of Light. He's had a good game. He's had a brilliant game. He's become a Sunderland legend now, for sure. 3-2 on aggregate were the last kicks of the game. Sunderland are heading to Wembley Stadium. Wow, that is huge. That is incredible for Sunderland. Dan Ballard, of all men. Wow. Well, Sunderland, Sheffield United, the all white and red final. It's on. Absolutely bouncing at the Stadium of Light. Absolute limbs. Oh my word. What a moment for these Sunderland fans. They've been put through the emotions from not winning any of the last 5 home games. This one won't be a win, but it'll be enough to get them over the line. Brody's loving it. Sunderland off to the final of the playoffs. How does that sound? How does that sound? You couldn't write it, but somehow Sunderland find a way. Coventry were knocking on the door. Sunderland, Sheffield United. That a lot of people said that would be an awful final, but I completely disagree. Ballard, of course, bucked for taking his shirt off. Unreal stuff. Unreal stuff here. Brody's loving it. Brody is loving it. Magic nights at the Stadium of Light, and this is one of them. That's for sure. And there we have it. The end. The very end. Sunderland 1. Coventry 1. But on aggregate, Sunderland get the job done. 3-2. Absolute heartache. Oh, not penalties, wrong one. Absolute heartache for Coventry, who got back into it. And now are going home empty-handed once again. Where do they go from here? Another season in the Championship, that's for sure. But it is finished after extra time. Sunderland 3. Coventry 2 on aggregate. 1-1 on the night. Dan Ballard with one of the best ever playoff moments. One of the best. From a corner, header into the top left hand corner. Some finish. 120 plus 2 on the clock. And he goes and does that. 120 plus 3 apparently, according to this. Wow. Mental. Mental. Thank you very much everyone for joining. Really have appreciated it. I do apologise for the technical difficulties towards the end of the stream. Honestly, TV is just an absolute pain in. But Paul, awesome. Congrats Sunderland. And thank you for the watch along. Good night everyone. Good night Paul. Have a safe evening mate. And see you again very soon. Brody. Loving it. Love it. Daniela, thank you Justin for your live stream. Great stream. And good night all. See you soon. Thank you very much Daniela. Really appreciate the support as always. Thanks for sticking with us even through the technical difficulties. And it's Sunderland's night in the playoffs. Unbelievable scenes. Just a hello only. Hello Diego. Welcome in mate. Welcome in. Hopefully you are well mate. You're getting mauled by the Black Cats. Brody's loving it. Brody is loving it. Here we go then. We've got the celebration. This is a bit typical, isn't it? At least we'll get to see the goal again. Now it's fixed. That's absolutely typical. Sunderland reached the playoff final. We're able to see exactly the goal again. Sunderland reached the Championship playoff final. It'll probably be all over Twitter by now, that goal. Most likely. Let's have a look. Sunderland's goal. See you in a bit, Brody. See you for the final, mate. Unless oh no, you're going to Wembley, aren't you? He's off to Wembley. Love that, mate. Have a fantastic time. Thanks for tuning in, though, legend. Really do appreciate it. Take care, mate. Glad you've had one of the nights of your life. You'll never forget that. So, ball comes in from the far side. Ballard, off the bar and in. Off the bar. Shirt off celebrations. The limbs is unreal. Unreal. Regis LeBreeze, how has he stayed that calm? Matt Grimes and Coventry, cannot believe it. Moment of the season. I mean, we'll look back on playoffs in years to come and think, yeah, that goal is playoffs. To be losing in the tie. Oh, sorry, no. They went 1-0 up in the first one away from home, having an awful record against Coventry. You know, it means nothing to have a good record against someone now, does it? Nothing. Lampard must be absolutely... that had you right chance. That had you right chance at the end. The Sunderland fans celebrating on the pitch. Dan Ballard's interview. Well, it was Dan Burn for their neighbours Newcastle when they won the Carabao Cup, and it's Dan Ballard. Same initials, but in the north, them initials mean match winners. Ballard sending the Black Cats to Wembley. Sunderland are going to pack out Wembley. I mean, the allocation they're going to get is it's probably going to be maybe just a few thousand less than what the home attendance is. The home capacity. That is mental to think about. Sheffield United there as well. They're going to be tricky opponents. But Sunderland, I mean, that is one of the greatest ever ends to a playoff semi-final, isn't it? Just the limbs, the scenes, oh my word. Honestly, you always think of having that moment with your club, and Sunderland have just had that moment. You'd be lucky if that happens again in your lifetime, Sunderland fans. Unreal. Unreal stuff. They took it to extra time, Coventry, but they just couldn't do enough. That had you right chance is one we're looking back on. I mean, Coventry next year, with that squad, the expectations can be very high. They were for this year, but still they've added to that squad. Will there be a few big sales on that squad? I anticipate maybe Wright leaving. Had you right, he's a top player. Ben Sheaf as well. I do anticipate Coventry may lose a few players, but if they somehow can, if they can hold on to some of them and go again next year, they can be a real serious threat. But for Sunderland, they don't want to be here next season. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone for your support on the stream, for dropping a like, for subscribing as well, and for joining today. Really do appreciate it. Sorry for the technical issues towards the end. Really are annoying. But Dan Ballard is the man to send Sunderland to Wembley. Hopefully you will enjoy it. If you have, be sure to drop a like and subscribe as always. And I'll see you in the playoff final for the next live stream. Be sure to check out the prediction video for that, which will be within the next week. Not too much content now until the playoff final, and then after that it'll be after my exams, start of June, and and then there'll be constant content on the channel for you guys to look forward to. So be sure to have your notifications on, and I'll see you all very soon. Sunderland are going to Wembley. The Mackhams have done it. Thanks for watching. See you all very soon. Goodbye.